Go ahead.
Yeah, just it was a gritty win by our team. Uh, you know, we get up 3, get within, one out of getting out of a jam, and they got a big hit by Hines on a slider that, didn't slide as much as normal. Give him credit; he did a great job keeping that ball fair, and we just hanging in there. Hit a home run inning or two later, and took the lead, and gave it right back to him in the 8th. Holding to 2 that inning was big because I think, I don't know, they scored 2 runs and maybe got 1 hit somewhere in there. I think that might be right. But, our pitching's been so good all year. We've talked about this, that this was going to happen and that we'd have to step up offensively. And I thought we did a really good job tonight offensively. Stephen just kept throwing strikes and mixing it up. And, he's got that carry fastball. And if he's got someone behind the plate that's going to give you that high pitch, he can be a lot of trouble. And, it's just a good win for our team on a night that honestly we didn't play our best. So proud of our guys.
Dave White's been hitting well for you the last several games, but he's also shown some pop, a couple of home runs the last 3 games. Just what have you seen from him? What's maybe led to that power surge?
We talked about it in Lexington that his batting, Friday or Thursday batting practice was the best I'd seen him hit the ball in a long time, and bat speed seemed to be up a little bit. And, he made a comment that, I said something about you're getting it going, you're getting hot. And he said, that's kind of what it's all about. Getting it going at the end of the year. It's better than the beginning. And hey, whatever it takes, whatever mindset you got to have. And, but he's been swinging the bat really, really good, obviously.
And what did you make of Hagen's start today?
Yeah, obviously, again, he's so good that it wasn't one of his better ones. He gets 2 strikes on the first hitter and he ends up walking him. Then he walks the next batter and you're thinking, wow, he's going to throw a lot of pitches, not going to be in the game very long. I think he threw 30 pitches in the first inning and they didn't score on him. And like Hagen seems to be able to do, his stuff is so good. He went through the middle of that order and got us back in the dugout. But, he also threw 30 pitches. The second inning he threw 6. And then we're like, okay, we're back on track. Probably going to get 6, maybe 7 out of him. We only got 5. Just didn't have the command that he normally does. And, we've kind of been waiting for it, honestly, because he's been so good and so consistent. Maybe he's got that behind him and he can move on now. But, he's been better, obviously, and he is a lot better than that. But it was just that night, and Mississippi State did a good job of fouling off some pitches and getting his count up.
Was there any thought to maybe try to put him out there in the 6th, or was it pretty much easy decision?
Well, I think, what was he at, like 95 pitches? Yeah, I mean, we could have probably sent him back out. I guess if he was just peppering the zone and you're thinking, he can get a couple outs and, be at 105, 108. But we just thought, we have bigger plans down the road. So let's just get him out of there.
Gage tonight, a lot of conversation around it this week, and
Yep.
then you put him into that Highlander situation. Just what you see from him, I'm able to kind of see him come through there.
Well, what I saw was somebody that just went out there and competed and just seemed to enjoy being out there in that type of situation. I gave him the ball. I said, hey, bases loaded, no outs, have fun. I walked off and I just tried to loosen him up a little bit. And, he just threw that high spin carry fastball and got a pop up and, I don't know, strike out and then another pop up. And he didn't even throw a breaking ball. He threw a couple change ups, but really proud of him. Just going in there and kind of taking the bull by the horn, so to speak. He just said, okay, I'm the guy, I'm going to get it done. And he did.
The 3 singles, pretty much the same spot, every one. Good to see him kind of hurt a team without the home run and extra base hits and be able to get that.
Yeah, it was big. He's really been staying through the middle of the field during all of our batting practice. And, like today, the wind was blowing out pretty hard. When we were swinging it about, 4:30, 5 o'clock, whatever it was. And we had a lot of balls out of the park. And Davis got more power than most of the guys on the team. He didn't ball out. He had a bunch of balls through the middle. He might have hit a couple, maybe he hit one to dead center, but no pull. Everything was through the middle other way. And, I think his approach and the way he took, mentally he handled his batting practice, he took it to the game, and it really paid off for us.
Coach, again, Gabe Gackle comes in, runners on base, and then strikes out, their two guys and Hines and Jordan. What did you think of that inning?
I mean, that was pretty good. Now, I mean, we kind of look at each other in dugout going, this kid still is a freshman. I don't look at him like that anymore. I look at him as just one of our best pitchers. And, he gave us a chance to stay in the game by, getting through that inning. There in the eighth, I guess he just kind of lost his command a little bit. He had some really close pitches and he didn't get any of them. And I'm not saying they were strikes, but they were really close. And, sometimes you got to have a break here and there, but I thought he was great there in the seventh. Maybe the sixth as well.
And on that catch by Peyton Holt, I forgot which inning it was, but it was kind of like he was kind of like turning, and it was kind of a desperation move. Just what you thought of that catch and how
Catch was showed just a really athletic player. The ball was absolutely smoked, and I think it fooled him. He took a bad route to the ball, kind of up and over a little bit, and that ball kind of started slicing back, and it was, that would have been more of a drop step and run at the alley a little bit, but it was hit so hard and low. Those are hard to judge off the bat. And, he made a last second adjustment and threw his glove up there and caught it. And that would have been a tough one because that would have been a leadoff double. And instead we got an out there. It was a great play.
Jared Sprigalot went 3 for 4, and he had, he put together some timely hitting too with the home run and the base hit to eventually that got him to score on the wild pitch, and then another base hit that he to score the game leading runs. Just what do you think of his performance today?
He's outstanding. I mean, those were some clutch. Home run was clutch, gave us the lead after we let it slip. And then, that hit there in the bottom of the eighth, all of a sudden we got something rolling. We got first and second and one out and, Aloy up and, it just, it set us up there, but he, tough out, really, really swinging the bat well.
Before the season, when we talked to you about Spraglot, he was going to be this defensive whiz, and he's turned out to be one of your better offensive
Yep.
performers. Has it surprised you at all what he's done offensively?
A little bit because, in the fall and what he did in the past, and we had the video of it, he would hit the ball. He was pull. And at the beginning of the year, he was still pulling a lot, but his batting practice is the same. I mean, he didn't come close to hitting that ball out of the park today. Everything's through the right side, through the middle, right side. And then in the game, it might turn a little bit, but at least it's between the lines. And I think you could probably look back a month and a half. Teams were shifting way over on him. Now they're keeping that second baseman over there because those flow charts are starting to show that he's hitting balls over there. And I just think he's a really good hitter. He's very coachable and has done a tremendous job of working to get better.
And Gage, I think threw 12 pitches for you. Is he a guy that you might be able to bring back later this weekend? Or
Oh yeah, he'll be good to go. He works off adrenaline a little bit anyway. Once he calms down tonight, I think he'll be good to roll.
Dave, it seemed to you like the pitchers were discarding a lot of balls tonight.
That they were starting with the ball.
That they were discarding a lot of balls, throwing them back
Yeah,
over to the
they were.
dugout.
I don't know if the balls they didn't feel like they were rubbed up enough and they were slick. The other team's pitchers tossed a few out as well. So we'll look into that. We had it happen on the road a couple of times. It's, I think the umpires prove them. I'm not saying they rub them up all the time. They get some help, but maybe they were a little slick, I think.
What is that process to rub them up beforehand?
Yeah, you have managers and brand new ball and, they start it and I think they get passed down the line to make sure they're okay. So that'd be my guess. Kinda.
That rally in the eighth, Peyton Holt singles to lead off the inning. Just how important was that to get something started right away?
Well, it was like super big, honestly. I mean, I don't know how to word it. He did it with 2 strikes. I think he was down 2 strikes. Then it went 1-2, something like that. And, laid off a pitch and, I got a slider and it was away from me. He almost went out and hit it with one hand. If you really look back at the video, it got extended there and just hooked it. Stovall, they busted him in a couple times and, you know, got to give the pitcher credit. He really located to his glove side. And then when Jared singled to right, you know, it was like, wow, here we go. We got a shot here. And then, I think he did it with maybe one strike on him, and Eloy got his single with maybe two strikes again. I mean, that was huge. So some really, really good at bats with two strikes on him.
And if you can just
Walk us through Holt moving up to that leadoff spot, the thinking behind that.
Yeah, you know, we decided to go with some right-handed hitters tonight. You know, Kendall was trying to give him a little bit more time to heal. I mean, he's feeling good. He came to me, wanted to play today, and I just said, hey, you're going to come off the bench today. The right-hander, you know, if you look at the numbers, righties were hitting 100 points higher than lefties were. And, you know, originally I was thinking about putting Kendall up top and move Peyton to the 3-hole and have Jared in the 2-hole. But when they, you know, when we decided to go right like this, then just thought, I just wanted to get Peyton out of the Stovall out of the leadoff spot. And, you know, it wasn't looking too good there until about the 8th inning. And then, you know, Holt got that big hit. We think about it. I think Stovall led off at least 2 or 3 innings. I think 2 for sure. So, but you know, the game, the innings, you're going to get that opportunity to hit leadoff or drive in run sometime during the game, usually if you're at the top. So it worked out. I mean, they're interchangeable, honestly. We don't have like a true leadoff guy that's going to take pitches and bunt and slap it around and bother you and steal bases. We have just more hitters, I guess, you know, guys that are going to hit. So, but I was really proud of our offense tonight. I thought they did a tremendous job against some really good pitching.
go.
Okay.
Good job.